Tony and Kathleen are great people. They're avid viewers of this program, and they love the work of Linton's Enchanted Gardens. And Mark Linton is here with us. Tony and Kathleen have invited us out to their home today in Warsaw. Huh?
Yes, and really appreciate this opportunity that we share with the viewers out there. You know, Craig, last fall when I met them, they recognized me as soon as I came to the front door, yes. And they shared with me that they not only watch our show on Saturday, but they watch it again on Sunday.
Really?
And they've enjoyed what we do, and they invited us here to help them create a low-maintenance landscape.
Now, a lot of things have gone on here, and a lot of things go on when you go out to these different locations. In fact, when you talk about the service area, Mark, Warsaw about, 40, 50 miles from your office location, but you go out, 3 hours or so, don't you?
Absolutely. You know, anyone that can watch our show, they're within the area that we serve.
Okay.
It's about a 3-hour radius.
Very good. Well, make a note of it and connect with Mark if you would, if you have any ideas about maybe making some changes to your landscaping. So we're really renovating here today in a big way, aren't we?
Absolutely. We had a beautiful landscape here that just simply got tired, and it was getting to the point that it was just too hard to maintain and keep it pruned back and keep it to the high level standards that they have here. These are perfectionist people, and you look at this. This is absolutely beautiful property here, and they wanted lots of color. And so we planned this so there's spring blooming, summer blooming, and color in the fall. And equally important, Craig, is color during the winter time after everything has lost its leaves.
Gotcha. So Mark, if we're talking about a tired landscape, how many years are you typically looking at here when you consider something tired?
Well, that's a great question, and it could be anywhere from 15 years on up.
Okay.
I can tell you what I design. Our goal is for it to last 20 to 25 years until it needs to be renovated.
Gotcha. Well, you've got some great anchors going on here on the property, and this is our first one, right?
Yes, we've got some wind going on today, but it's a beautiful red Japanese maple. It's a blood-good maple, nice ornamental tree that's not going to get too big here. Maintains those beautiful burgundy-colored leaves all spring, summer, and fall. Very, very slow growing. Down around the base of it, Craig, we've got our knockout roses. Those are going to be blooming nonstop throughout the season. They have some bright pink colored flowers there. And then in front of me, these are our low maintenance drift roses, and these put out over 2,000 blooms each season. Now, the drift roses are a little different than the knockouts. The knockouts can get to be about 3-4 feet in height. These drift roses are going to reach only a couple feet in height, and the flowers are a little smaller.
All surrounded by brand new ground cover as well?
Absolutely. Yeah. We are featuring a low maintenance stone ground cover. I like how this range of colors here blends in with the brick house behind us. And wanted to share with the viewers here that we are using the interlocking bricks here as a border, which makes it really nice and easy to mow along. And Tony's got our riding lawnmower, easy to just keep one wheel on the edge there. And those bricks actually were here originally. It's something that we had repurposed.
That's cool. You don't always get to do that, do you?
No, but we like to.
Neat. What else do you have going on?
Well, we've got several dwarf burning bush here, and burning bush, of course, come into their glory during the fall. So this gives us a nice show of color during the fall months. And then during the winter time, after everything has lost its leaves and that, you really depend upon the evergreens. They become the bones of the landscape. We've got these little dwarf Scotch blue pines here, and those are perfectly centered underneath the base of the windows. Of course, we never want to block any view of the windows, and want to make sure that we've got sunlight that's able to
That'll never be an issue there, will it?
Absolutely not. And then these globe views here, that was actually part of the original landscape. Tony has done a great job of maintaining them over the years and keeping them pruned, and we felt that they still have many, many years of life and that they blended in quite nicely with our new landscape.
You know, the therapeutic value of gardening and landscaping, I mean, there's a little bit to say about that, isn't there? There's something to do with it.
The folks here are avid gardeners, and they truly have an appreciation for this.
Cool. Fieldstone?
Yeah, and so we strategically positioned this here. It's in line with the front door, and instead of having to walk all the way around the landscape bed, this gives them a little shortcut here if going out into the yard. And also the colors that you see there with those flat rocks blends in with our stone ground cover.
Very nice, very nice.
Got a nice formal entrance here. We're flanking it with these little dwarf Alberta spruce. These do a nice job of naturally shaping themselves. Eventually, I'd like to see them get to be about 5 feet in height. They're like little Christmas trees. I love the new growth at this time of the year. Real soft to the touch.
You bet. Nice.
We also have some other low maintenance plants in here. These are dwarf blue star junipers, require very, very minimal pruning. They pretty much naturally shape themselves. And Craig, they will maintain that bright blue color 12 months out of the year.
And fitting right into that low maintenance theme. Right,
Absolutely. Mark? We've got another Japanese maple here on the corner. We've got some balance and symmetry going on here. And this is one of our dwarf varieties. It's a red lace leaf maple. Doesn't get nearly as tall as the bloodgood that we have there on the corner, but a nice accent, nice way to welcome the guests as they walk up here to the front porch.
Sure. And you have some repurposed shrubs over on the other side, I see?
That's right. Again, these are some globe yews that Tony's done a great job of keeping them pruned. We really didn't think that they need to be replaced. We can get quite a few more years of color out of them. We expanded the beds, which gives them more room to grow. Also allows us to create more of a layered type of look and room for these drift roses that we've got out here in front. And within a couple of weeks, they're going to start putting on a nice show of color.
Very good. Well, we are back, and I tell you, we haven't gone too far. We're in the backyard of Tony and Kathleen here in Warsaw, and you've got some interesting sorts of things going on back here too, right, Mark?
Yes, we do. Craig, this is their outdoor living area. They've got a big, beautiful deck here. And so what we wanted to do was select plants that really come into their glory at the time of the year that they would be out here utilizing the deck. So we really concentrate on a lot of summer colors.
Yeah, so there's a lot of orchestration going on, isn't there?
There is. And something that we've got here, one of my favorite little dwarf miniature trees. This is a dwarf lilac tree, heavily budded and going to be opening up here in just a few more days, but this will continue to bloom and give some nice fragrance when they're out here on their deck.
Very good, very good. What else here, Mark?
Well, we've got lots and lots of roses here because nothing puts out as many flowers as the roses. We've got the knockout roses here, and they also have a cat.
A cat?
Yes, and so
like
with
a kitty cat?
With a kitty cat, and so if you've got a cat, you have to have catnip, and so. For the cat, we've got some catnip planted back here.
How about that? You don't miss anything, do you?
Well, it was a request from the homeowner, so we just simply wanted to honor that request.
Cool. This is looking nice back here.
Yes, we wanted to create a very nice, neat, tidy look and a landscape that required very minimal type of maintenance. We had some huge hydrangeas that were way overgrown here. They absolutely love hydrangeas, but the variety that they had was actually too big for the area.
Sure.
And so we selected some dwarf hydrangeas, which are only going to get to be 3 to 4 feet in height, about the same in width, and they will perform just like what they had before, but in a much smaller package.
Gotcha, gotcha.
We also have some ornamental grasses here. You just start seeing them waking up from their winter's nap, and that's something that we divided and transplanted. And then, Craig, this is one of our dwarf spruce trees. This is a columnar spruce. And it's just like a regular spruce tree, only on a diet. It is skinny.
It looks skinny, but cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Starting to put on its new growth. I love the bright green colors there. And then the cones are really spectacular that see starting to form.
That is excellent. Well, Mark, you've gone deep into the backyard here, and a couple of features here that really set this property apart from the rest.
Something that Tony really enjoyed and admired last fall when he was at our home and garden center, he noticed noticed one of our hardwood maple trees there, and he really appreciated the fall color, and he wanted to achieve that in his backyard as well. And so we've got a cluster of maple trees here, and those are going to turn into some nice sturdy shade trees. They're a hardwood. We've got a lot of wind out here.
Oh, really? You
Really?
can't tell, can you?
Really. And so these, they're slower growing maple trees. They're very tough and sturdy, and they will be able to survive these type of conditions.
And you've cornered off the back of the lot here too, really nice.
Not only the back, but we've also done it in front, ties in the property. We installed a split rail fence in multiple areas. We've got these corner plantings in both areas. We've also got a garden area here that Kathleen likes to be able to dig in the dirt and that. We also have some knockout roses in that bed as well. And then Craig, they appreciate having a little bit of buffer between the neighbors. And if you look at both sides of the property, we have a grouping of our dwarf blue spruce trees, 3 on each side, and as they grow, they're going to give a nice buffer for the outdoor living area here.
Excellent. Well, you've done some nice work up front too, around the lamppost and the mailbox, I noticed.
Yes, and of course it's all designed to make it easy to mow. There was a utility box that we wanted to hide, and so we've got some larger ornamental grasses there as well, and then also plant some ornamental trees. So we have created a beautiful park-like type of setting here for them.
You have done a wonderful landscape renovation, Mark.
Well, thank you.
And folks at home, you are invited as well to get this kind of treatment for your property, and you can do that by going to lintons.com or giving Mark Linton a call. And of course, the office is the complete foundation of the business is located on County Road 17 in Elkhart. Mark, those hours again, very flexible, aren't they, for people to connect with you?
Yes, we open at 8 a.m. and there till 6 p.m.
All right. Well, keep up the good work. Again,
Greg.
congratulations. Much more coming up on the program. We'll be back right after this.